Sweet. Oh. Wow. So good morning, Philippines. Good morning, world. With the echo. Woohoo. World, world, world. Okay, let me put that echo down. Okay, so yeah. Give me some clap that I can be motivated. Motivating myself. So, hi everyone. I am Camille Verzo. And yes, I am from the Philippines. And I'm currently in the province of the Philippines, one of the province of the Philippines. So, I am here in Pangasinan. So, um, specifically in Sual. So, basically, what you heard, ano, okay, ano is like what? So as much as possible, I would try to speak in English because I am targeting the whole world, right, for this channel. So before anything else, I want to introduce myself. I am Camille Verzo, but my real name is Maria Camelia Verzo. Yeah, so basically, I came from the Philippines. It's basically Christian Catholic country, and so Maria, you will find a lot of people whose name starts with Maria, and at the same time, Camelia. Okay, so I'm not gonna elaborate on my name and excuse my sound. So I'm still testing. This is my first broadcast. I am also like trying to still figure things out. But for today, I would like to start my channel by having this Q&A. Yeah. So um okay, I would be sharing my screen, and I prepared some questions that is associated with my topic for today, which is Q&A. Why go on YouTube? Right? So I will just spin. Let's spin it. Oh, what is it? Oh, okay. Do yourself being famous in the future. How do you imagine that? Okay, I think I did not include this on my prepared questions, but okay. So I have to be ready. I think when you start putting yourself out there, especially in YouTube, right, where the whole world would see, you have to prepare yourself in being famous. I imagined just any other person having their YouTube channel eventually when they started, they don't have much followers, no one knew them, but eventually everyone knew them. So I guess that's the one thing that I like about YouTube is that they gave you an equal opportunity to just express yourself, and the world is your oyster, right? So okay, let's move forward. Then. Okay, that was already asked. Do yourself being famous in the future. Okay, I already admit. Yeah. Yeah, we will go there. But as much as possible, I wanted to like stay true to who I am today and just be authentic and not be anyone else and just stick to the intention that I have first that starting this YouTube channel. Okay. All right. So can you tell us something about yourself? So I'm gonna stop sharing. I guess this is most appropriate question because we're just starting. So as I mentioned earlier, I am with that name, but prefer to be called Camille. So my mom just gave that name as a formal name, but I am being called Camille since I was young. So um today I am an interior designer here in the Philippines. So before my name, there is a salutation IDR, which meant interior designer Camille Verzo. Um, what else? I am 33 years old. I don't know if I look 33, but yeah, time fly fast. And basically, um, most of the things that I wanted to share with you was just basically my life. So creating my banner earlier, I said that I will be taking you on my journey towards life, towards creativity, towards even healing. So that's what I wanted to focus on because you could go crazy being in YouTube. And I'm not sure if anyone is able to chat. Okay, let's hold on. Let me check. I wanted to just check if like okay, maybe next time I would go there. Because if I would go on Facebook, probably if I go live on Facebook, there would be really a lot of people. But since I only have 53 followers in YouTube to date, and I know in my heart that I would remember this day when my followers were just 53 to 53 million. Ooh! Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so famous. Yeah, so basically that's my goal to establish this YouTube channel as a way to share my life, my creativity, and at the same time, my journey towards healing. Oh, okay. So apart from being an interior designer, um, my basically the things, my hobbies na lang. My hobbies includes singing, hobby when you don't have things to do, whenever you're just whatever emotion I just sing. I also swim. I'm a swimmer. I used to compete when I was younger. What else? I am swimmer turned surfer. So and recently I am very interested in free diving. So those were my hobbies. But currently I am teaching part-time as an interior design professor in one of the university here in the Philippines, which um is also the university where I graduated from. So basically, I do it to give back and to serve. Okay, so along the way, you would know more about myself, but just to keep the momentum, there's a momentum building. Let's continue. So let's spin, 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 spin. La la la. Okay. So who are your target audience for your YouTube channel? Okay, so this is a very good question. Um, I think my I think you will never really know your target market or like target audience for YouTube, right? But I guess along the way as I move forward, I think I would attract the same people who has the same like hobbies that I shared earlier, or even as we go on, people who share the same passion or people who share the same um values. Yeah, so basically I wanted to really impress the highlight of me and my journey towards um because there's a lot, no. So when it comes to life, I guess my audience would be those who also look for their dad or who grew up without knowing their dad. So that gives you a hint of my background. And at the same time, those who are experiencing or had experience um, or being diagnosed with those who had been diagnosed with thyroid. So later on, I would also expand on that hyperthyroidism to hypothyroidism and all that comes with it. Those were my target audience. At the same time, there's a lot like designers, creatives. So those who love do it yourself activities or even just those I'm currently inside my A-frame home, which probably was all DIY. Yes, I asked for help, but everything is like DIY. I used to live in the city, and then because of the um pandemic brought me here. Yeah, so what else? Target audience would be those who really try to find healing. Yeah, so let's admit it. Like during the pandemic, we were all hit by the pandemic one way or another, especially mentally, emotionally, right? Apart from physically being positive and losing a lot of loved ones and or experiencing financial difficulties, that really the pandemic has created, my opinion, a huge toil in people. And as much as I experienced that kind of feeling, I also wanted to share that with others. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not sure if my broadcast, because I wasn't able to go down to the options. So I'm not sure if you guys are allowed to comment and all, but don't worry, I will see later. Remember, this is my first broadcast, okay? So bear with me. Next. Let's continue on with the well, spin, spin, spin. Spin, 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 spin. Spinning. How do you go through the process of deciding to put up your YouTube channel? Okay, so just like any other YouTuber wannabe, I think we all go through the process of not knowing what you're doing. No, I think I had my YouTube account many years ago. So I started just putting up contents for me to just save some videos that is too large or the file is too large or big to be uploaded into other drives. So I use it as a storage or yeah, I had the account. I had been posting from time to time, but I'm not really intentional. So I guess the process is just evolving. But today, the reason why I tried to figure it out. I mean, this setup did not happen overnight. Well, overnight, yeah, I started since yesterday, but it was already in me for a very long time. And I guess you would learn along the way. So what's the process? It's deciding, it's finally being very intentional that, this time I wanted to monetize. I know it's gonna take time to monetize, right? But at least I'm already starting. So apart from being an interior designer, I had been exposed to like different um business on the side. And so I used uh used to um have the opportunity to be exposed in different types of trainings and different types of mindsets and all. And so the concept of creating a passive income was really still stared stilled in me and stared in me. And so I saw YouTube. I said, I could do this. You just talk, you just share, you just yeah, I said I could do this. And so I also see YouTube as an oyster. I mentioned earlier that you have the freedom to just do share. I think this fits me, because of my creativity, which I would share later. So I think you'll never be bored because you could always like you are not limited. But I'm also learning that, in order for you to have progress, you have to somehow streamline. So with that guidance, but overall, I'm so excited to just go through it. Yeah. Okay, 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 okay. So let's move forward. Let's spin the wheel. Spin. Okay, I already told you something about myself. But since you insist, I think I would be okay. So basically, I was planning to show you my CV, no? Then I had to download it from the email, whatever. So okay. I had been um I had the privilege of being exposed to different types of disciplines and industries. So basically, though I am an interior designer, I had the opportunity when it comes to work or career, I was able to see the big picture of putting all the disciplines or the field, especially when it comes to um how do I explain? Okay, interior designer is a very important part of like real estate. Let's say real estate, right? But yeah, when it comes to real estate, there are like different aspects. So now I am with all the experience, I am able to put all everything together. So a property, a land, a brand that could be built through that land, the construction, the architecture, the engineering, mechanical, electrical, fire, plumbing. Then after all the construction, digging, finishing, finishing the interior, opening, being able to put that space, open that space and manage it. And yeah, people able to use it. So I hope I was able to summarize it. But basically, um, that's what I've seen, and I'm just very excited because I am now in the phase of my life wherein I think um, I stop and then I try to collate everything, and I'm excited what will happen. Yeah. So basically that when it comes to my career, but then when it comes to my faith, it's a different story. When it comes to my relationships, it's a different story. When it comes to my health, as I've mentioned earlier, it's a different story. When it comes to the food that I love to eat, it's a different story. The places that I've been through and still want to travel, it's a different story. So there's a lot to cover. I'm so excited. All right, so let's keep going. Uh-huh. So time check, it's 12:11. It's lunchtime here in the Philippines. It's Monday afternoon, and I decided to just do it. Okay, so when this channel succeeded, how do you plan to spend the money? Money. So as I've said earlier, right? I think it's gonna fund my other dreams. So it's a passive income. I wanted to do a lot, and I needed something that would continuously generate. So how would I spend it? I'm thinking of using the income to maintain all the other things that I would be doing. Right? Make sense? Okay, so it's more of a maintenance fee. So ethics. Okay, I already answered that earlier. So later on, I would go back to the video and see how the sound from the outside is affecting you guys. If it's hurting your ears or if it's bearable. Okay, I already answered that. I think I'm really gonna be famous. Who are your target audience? I also already answered that. So there's going to be a lot. Also, this one, how did you go through the process of deciding to put up your YouTube channel? So with regards to this decision, just have to decide. Like today, I woke up very early. I drafted the questions from yesterday. I was either testing my background. I was waiting for the sun to come up because I wanted to show you the beauty of the shadow effects, and basically it's like being alive again, is to share. It's actually been a very long time since I felt na I'm excited to get up in the morning because I am doing something. And yeah, it's been a long time since I last felt that. And I'm really, really excited to keep going. Like, every day you're excited, you have questions to answer, you have things to share. And eventually, if this would make sense to other people, they would also be benefiting from your insights. So yeah, excited. I already answered that. I think I'm really gonna be famous. Also answered that. I already told you a lot of things about myself, but yeah, let's take it one by one. What influenced you to start this YouTube channel? Okay, so what actually motivated me to start this YouTube channel was I really wanted to share my journey towards healing. Yeah. So I'm writing a book along with this YouTube channel. I'm just writing there my journey towards healing, and that I wanted to record the YouTube along with the book. So it's gonna be like a reference. So you would see there. That's really the goal. So because it's different when you talk, it's different when you write, and sometimes your thoughts are being stirred by expressing because you're also able to process and all that. So yeah, that's one thing I'm excited about. All right. So I hope you would also um share me as I write my book, because it's my first book, and you really needed a lot of discipline in order for you to finish a book. I already answered that. But I love the color schemes. I think it matches my dress. So how did you go through the process? What influence? I already answered that. Okay. Okay, so probably I would just choose the question. There's a question here. What value do you think? Okay, let's continue spinning until it go there. But there's this question. What value do you think your subscribers or your viewers can get from your channel? So I guess the value would be, there's a lot of things that you could be doing right now, that you could be watching right now, but why watch my channel, or why go through specific content, or why? So basically I wanted your time to be worth it. I wanted my content to be something that is helpful to other people. Yeah. So basically, even this one, you could already get an idea. I don't know where to start. I just drafted some questions. I'm not fully ready. I just started yesterday. I was testing this camera along with going live, and am I gonna save it? Do I sound? Or do I rely to the computer's audio? There's a lot of things. So I'm kind of still, you know, do I speak English? Sometimes I speak Tagalog, I don't know. But yeah, I guess I'm just gonna get used to it. Soon I'll be getting the hang of it. So part of being in the province is living with the insects. So there is a bee flying. I think there's going to be a storm soon because they just continue to gather food, leaves, they stored it inside the bamboo. So that's also one thing that I wanted to share with you, because I used to live in the city and now I'm here in the province, and this is where I met bamboo. So this small but sturdy material. Yeah. And so this is how it looks like. That's my bunk bed. And then under is, yeah. I used to sleep here, but now I would like for others to experience what I had been experienced. So I actually opened this place as a cafe. So I have few menus. I have coffee, I have milk tea, I have pancakes, and that's it. So basically, if somebody comes here, I interview them. Could also be part of could also be a good content. I had been teaching them how to make. They watch me make. They have while they wait. They watch me make their order, and so there's a lot of things to share. I think time check, um it's enough time. But yeah, I'm really grateful. I still have a lot of things to share. But I'm excited to see how it would go. So yeah, thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for the support in advance. So that's it for today. Bye bye. Don't forget to like, first subscribe, okay, then like the video, and then share to other people. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye. Yay.